I've never seen copperhead venom act that fast on a mouse before. That was... I think the mouse had a heart attack. It was weird that it would start at a foot. I got a heat lamp in there. Found these rocks. They were all dirty. I cleaned them up and I put them in there when they were still wet, so the glass is a little bit foggy. I got the AC on, so the water that's evaporating off those rocks is condensing on the glass. He's almost got it down. I got another mouse too, but I don't know if I got enough space left to record the second one. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. It's cool. Couldn't ask for a better position to get him into videotape of feeding. And it's so cool. And there goes the tail. I'm going to pause it, put the other mouse in, and at least film the next strike. it comes. I think. He knows he's there. I guess he's got room for 2 mice. I don't know. They're pretty big. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Man, I hope this thing doesn't stop filming. I don't know how much room I have left. I'm using my Android phone. I'm going to pause it. This could be it. I couldn't believe how I've had copperheads before, and it took about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes for the mouse to die. And that mouse was dead in 1 second. I just couldn't believe it. I don't know if that was a big dose or went right through his heart, or maybe this is a particularly potent copperhead. I don't know. I wouldn't want to get hit by it, I'll tell you that. Oh, come on. Come on. Here we go. Oh, man. That other mouse was so bold, and this one is so scared. I'm going to pause it. Buddy, just a little bit closer. Man, it's frustrating. The mouse knows something is up. That is so weird. Look how tentative it is. It's getting close though. Getting close. Oh, come on. Come on. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, man. Oh, man. One mouse might be enough for it. I hope it doesn't just kill it and not eat it. They cost $5. No, here it goes. That's what I'm normally used to seeing. That other mouse just absolutely croaked. I think it had a heart attack. I'm going to pause it till he homes in on it. I think these things are instinctively wise because the first mouse died in just a few seconds, and just a few seconds later the snake went and ate it. Then this mouse here, it took about, I guess altogether it took about 10 minutes for it to die. And the snake just sat there and waited and waited and waited. And when the mouse was dead, the snake started looking for it. I think somehow they know they got a built-in time schedule that seems to function on the amount of venom that they inject. I think that first mouse, he just about emptied his sacks on it because that thing was dead instantly. And like I said, this one, I've been sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for him to start looking for it. It is really interesting. And I'm just speculating from observation. Feel free to comment and bring me up to speed. Sure is interesting though. How long a snake like this could live in captivity. I wonder how big it can really get. It's a pretty good sized copperhead for sure. This cage was 30 3/4 inches long, and I think the amount of snake that is not unwound behind the log there, I would suspect that this guy is right at about 3 feet. And that's pretty big for a copperhead. But I have seen one bigger. That was back in, I think, like 94, 95. I was with a buddy walking down the Katy Trail in St. Charles, Missouri. And I just seen a big flat rock and flipped it over, and there was the biggest copperhead. I estimate it to be about 5 feet long. I didn't have anything to transport it with. We were walking. We were about 4 miles from where we parked, and I didn't want to carry it, behind the neck. I just think that would have been miserable for the snake and for me. Didn't want to carry it by the tail, because all it would take is a brief lapse of concentration and think get a hold of my leg or something. It would have been nice to see how close that was to the record if it wasn't in fact the Missouri state record. Maybe I'll see it again sometime. Bings, I frequent the Katy Trail. I'm in my living room right now. Down in my basement I got another aquarium about this size with a black snake that's probably maybe a little over 3 feet long. It's not real big, but as you well know, it's a constrictor, so its eating habits are a little bit different. But the next YouTube video I make, I'll make of that particular snake eating. I named him Rhodey. I was visiting a buddy out in Hawk Point, and I was on this old country road, paved, but he was laying right out in the middle of the road, just soaking up the sun. I didn't want somebody to run over him. And, I think I'm going to name this snake Copernicus, spelled C-O-P-P-E-R N-I-C-U-S. Copernicus. Man, it's just so interesting and fascinating. I'm a firm believer in creation. I mean, this thing's brain is probably the size of a pea or even a BB. I mean, it's got lungs and kidneys and a stomach and digestive juices. You don't get that stuff by accident. Our Creator is absolutely no joke. All right then, that's a wrap. See you in a week or two.